Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And good morning, Bev.
And good morning, Paul.
Here we are, Mondays with Bev and Paul. It is August 7th, 2014.
Wow.
All right, another wonderful day.
It is.
And actually, this is the 11th month of our program. One more month and we'll have a year, and we have a very special guest coming.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's also at 11:11 this morning. That's in about an hour, a little over an hour. 11:11 is the full moon, huh?
It is the full moon. Wow. This is, there's always little stories behind this, and I kind of tend to follow that kind of thing.
What's the story about this
Well,
moon?
this one, and they're all, I'll just share with everybody that when we have a full moon, it's always an opportunity. It offers humanity an opportunity to work with, certain energies and thoughts that we can contribute, not just to each other in service for that, but for the all of life on this planet. So it's a very special, profound time for us. And this one is in, the two signs of service and the heart, opening up the heart and helping each other.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So at 11:11 Tucson time, have a pleasant heart space opening.
Yes,
sirree.
Absolutely.
And
I was noticing.
I have a new shirt.
I love
yes,
that.
Sirree.
Beautiful color.
Jenny got me a new shirt on sale.
Oh, gotta love that woman.
And by the way, if you see that, which finger is that too? I just noticed that.
Hello, everybody.
I didn't even know that. I jammed my finger, and it's limp there. Like the tip of it won't even. I can't straighten it out.
Like numb?
Yeah, no, it's not even numb. It just like flops. So I got to put it on. But no pain, no swelling. Just had BioTouch immediately. Put a splint on it, and there's no pain. There's no black and blue yet. So we'll see how long it takes to do. So again, BioTouch in emergency.
BioTouch to the rescue.
Yes, sirree. Yep. All right. So we're having a great practitioner training on Thursdays.
Wow. Oh, it was great. This is a great group this time. I'm really excited.
What do we have, 11 people?
I think so.
Yeah, 11 people?
Yeah.
So we'll keep you tuned in. We'll have some pictures of them all.
Yeah.
And it's a fun class. Again, if you want to learn how to do BioTouch, go to our website, justtouch.com, and click on the link to, if you're in Tucson, our next class will be in October.
Right.
And otherwise, you can do online training.
Yeah.
So,
all the time.
All right, let's go to our DreamCatcher.
Okie-doke. Yeah, DreamCatcher, this beautiful piece of art, a collaborative piece of art, and a vision of a lovely lady, Lorraine Mills, who had a thought about bringing people together to create this, and it actually made its debut on December 12th, 2012.
2012.
It's hanging in our center.
Yes, on our wall, 4 foot across.
Yes.
Made out of mesquite wood that's wet and then twisted into that beautiful circle.
Oh.
And every week we put a picture of someone in the center. And this week, Larry Kugelman.
Yes.
Fancy.
Oh.
Look at that.
I know.
I guess you can get, he's from Tucson, and I guess you can see he is a presenter. He's actually a master magician.
He's a magician.
Yeah, it's real fun to have him come into the center. He's actually taken the class, too.
He's taken the class. He's a recipient, and welcome to the center, Larry.
Welcome to the center of the circle, and we hope you get the juice.
Right.
So if you're interested in being in the center of the DreamCatcher while it's still here, we'll probably just have a couple more months of it being here, 2 or 3 more months.
I know.
Send us your picture and where you reside on the planet, and every week we choose someone to be in the center. So again, congratulations, Larry, and I think you'll be happy to see your picture when you come in Thursday for class.
Oh, that's right. He'll see himself in the center.
All right. So this week we had quite a week. A couple of presentations.
Yes.
We had one at the School for the Deaf and Blind.
Yeah, a very well-known national school that's here in Tucson.
Is it really?
Oh,
wow.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Well, they had a health fair, so we sent. There were 3 practitioners that went.
Yeah, that's great.
And people got so excited that the director of service for staff called me to do a presentation for his staff, a 2-hour presentation.
That's great.
So he's bringing it to they have a wellness council, And we're going to set that up and teach to
be
that school.
Very important. I just think this is a great opportunity for them and for us to share BioTouch on that level, working with these amazing children.
Yeah, it's a big step.
Oh,
and we've been having that open for years to get there, and all of a sudden, poof, it just happens.
Well,
that's what's happening, folks.
You and I were talking 2017. We said it. This is the year of activation. Boy, be careful what you ask for sometimes, right? It's happening.
We had another activated presentation at the Rotary Club.
Tucson
Rotary Club. Same day, right? Tucson Rotary Club.
Yeah.
There were 130 Rotarians. And
amazing. You
Marcia,
were
one of our...
quite good, by the way. Yeah,
thanks.
As you do. He's a wonderful presenter.
You know, I had 20 minutes, and I did this PowerPoint, and I felt like I was talking 100 miles an hour, but, people got it.
Oh, no, it was perfect. Yeah, it was great.
People, they felt good about it. I had an orthopedic surgeon come up to me afterwards, and he's been practicing since 1969.
Wow.
And he says, I just want to let you know I was very inspired by your talk. And he says, I've realized I really don't know everything about healing.
Oh.
And I'm being more open to things. And the way that we presented BioTouch as a complement to things like he did, he was very thrilled to see that.
Oh, that's great. And we had quite a few people sign up for our trial, 10-page free trial to,
So we'll see where that goes.
Right.
That was that. But interesting. They started and ended. Remember, with some quotes. They based the whole presentation of their day about touch. And we just wanted to share with you a couple of those. One was Kristen Armstrong, and I guess she's a professional road bicyclist champion. We found out it's not related to Neil Armstrong.
Or Lance.
Or, there's a Neil Armstrong, too.
He does a little bit different type of
work. He's way
work.
up that way.
Right.
Anyhow, so her quote was this, and they were talking about technology and how we're sitting around with our thumbs.
Oh, gosh, yes.
So she says, life is too sweet and too short to express our affection with just our thumbs. Touch is meant for more than a keyboard.
Oh, and isn't it? What a profound thing to remind us about. Yeah, when we're just, all focused on the keyboard, we're really not interacting with each other.
Yeah.
The power of BioTouch is that it gives us the opportunity to touch one another again.
So they used that as the beginning one, and then they ended with the day. They had a toast, and they gave a quote by Carl Jung, who's a Swiss psychiatrist.
Right.
Often the hands will solve a mystery that the intellect has struggled with in vain.
Ooh.
Now that is heavy duty.
And that kind of really, I think we kind of hold a little bit of that when we talk about BioTouch.
We do. And I think you wanted to talk a little about that in relation to what we call an associate, right?
Right.
So let's read that.
Yes, I had a thought that I would really like to share this week. And I'll just read. I love reading from our manual. And this is on page 7, and it's under it's the terms that we use in the manual when we're teaching the classes. And so our first term is always called the associate, who is the person who performs the procedures in this manual. The term associate is used as a matter of convenience. However, the dictionary describes the role of one who is inspired to pursue this work as one often in company with another, implying intimacy and equality. And number 2, one having an interest in common with another. And I just find that so, it's always been there, but sometimes you have these little aha moments, because what I have been thinking about lately is when we talk about the relationship of healing that BioTouch brings us into, the opportunity to break down the barriers between us, which opens up an equality. So I've known, I've been doing this for a while, and I've been hearing this thought about when we work on a recipient, And I got to the point where I thought, maybe this is my little awareness. Wait a minute, that word on, it was just giving me this, I don't know, this thought about, I think when I think about working on somebody, it implies that I'm separate from them. Yeah. Like I am here and they are there. And I thought, well, what word really works for me? I thought, well, with. When I changed out this word, I'm working on someone, with I am working with a recipient, or I'm working with my mother, or whatever, it completely changed my whole attitude about this relationship of healing. With is inclusive. It is intimate. I'm equal. It just implies an equality, which is what BioTouch offers us, instead of working on, which implies I'm this and they're that.
So it's interesting that you say that, because as you read our little description about associate, it actually says with, in intimacy with another. So it's like we really have the opportunity to keep talking about that in the classes again too, when we go over the terms.
Right. Somebody said to me, I was talking with another practitioner a few days ago, and we were discussing this, and she says, just changing, just tweaking a word like that from on to with opened her up to a whole different concept of how she can interact with somebody as the associate or the recipient, and then that relationship is so intimate and it is equal. So I'm thinking too about what I was talking here about what Kristen Armstrong said, life's too short to express our affection with just thumbs, like we're always around. It touches meant for more than a keyboard. So with people, and so I think our shows here is putting us in relationship with all of you out there. Oh, it is, isn't it?
That we can use this medium, this technology, to be in relationship. In this and I think this live presentation that we're doing, that we're with everybody.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Yes.
How interesting. No, that's a very good point.
Right.
Yeah.
So as you're with us, we encourage you to interact with us. We've only not been doing this a year even, and so if you can send us questions.
That'd be
and
fun.
as you touch one another while you're watching this, even if you're watching it not at the live broadcast, there's this interaction going on. We're creating a global community.
We are.
That everybody's working with one another, and one finger at a time.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So, and it reminds me, I don't know if you saw the post about the Heineken commercial that's going viral.
I have seen that. It's pretty profound, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's like a full minute. They don't even have full minute commercials anymore.
Right.
I think it's even over a minute. But the interesting thing is all these conflicting opinions of people, young people and older people, that are put into a room and they're disagreeing with their opinion of the world or politics or social activism. And at the end of it, they come together with a Heineken. Right, with a beer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the power of BioTouch.
Yeah.
That's the power of BioTouch, that we're working with people, regardless of what they believe.
Oh, that's the power of BioTouch, to break down all the barriers between us.
Right.
All of the barriers between us, and bring us into a natural state, an innate state within each of us, of this divine heart, this space of love that we all share.
So please, practice it. Practice it at home with your family, with your friends. Every week we show a set of points, which we're going to show again here, because, we seem to show it a lot, the greeting, but like we were talking about,
it opens the door
to
the relationship,
being
of
with
healing
somebody.
with somebody.
Yeah. So let's show that, and then we can come back and talk some more. Sure. So we're going to show the greeting again. Let's see, where is it here? So there's our manual, yeah?
Yeah.
The manual has the whole set of points. You can get the ebook version of it. And here we go, we're going to show you the greeting.
The greeting is always performed at the beginning of each session. It's the only set that uses one hand and the only set that indicates which hand to use. The greeting is performed with the dominant hand. If you are right-handed, use your right hand. If you are left-handed, use your left hand. The greeting is made by touching at point 1, which is in the fleshy area just below the bottom of the breastbone or sternum. Hold this point for 6 to 8 seconds. Then, with the same 2 fingers, touch point 2 on the back. To find point 2, look for the big bone at the base of the neck. From here, move 1 to 1.5 inches to the left. This is point 2. Hold this point for 6 to 8 seconds. More than one associate may work with a recipient provided that all of the associates perform the greeting. If the associate or the recipient leaves the session, or if someone who hasn't done the greeting touches either the recipient or the associate, the greeting must be reestablished. Then the session may proceed from where it was interrupted.
Now there's a with.
Isn't that the truth?
That's the family. That's the Haas family in Honolulu. And I just wanted to share that that little boy, Pono, I think he's in the Coast Guard now. He's got to be probably pushing 30.
Oh.
But I just so lay there, so they took care. That's a nephew that they sort of raised, and then the two of them were able to have a child. Kaimi Pono was his name, and right after that, there's actually in the video they're pulling this little baby, and that's Kaimi Pono, that little infant. And I just got a thing from them in the mail that Kaimi Pono just graduated high school.
Oh my gosh!
With a volleyball scholarship and also a merit award, I guess, which is one of the highest awards you can get for scholarships.
Oh my
like
goodness.
A full-run scholarship in some Eastern university thing.
Amazing.
And that child was like a miracle child. She wasn't really supposed to get pregnant. She'd had cancer and of the liver, and it was a whole process that we can share a little later about her story and how BioTouch helped. And so it was just like this culmination, all these years of seeing this family grow and
and so he was getting BioTouch from the get-go.
Oh, from the get-go, when he was in the womb. Kaimi Pono. And
there you go.
Pono used to get it all the time, and so there's that with. Here's a family that learned to do it and worked with one another through all their struggles, through all their physical ailments, their emotional changes.
So remember last week we were talking about hope?
Yes.
So I just thought that's what BioTouch does. When you begin to work with somebody, you're not working alone anymore.
Interesting.
You're working with somebody.
Wow. Oh, she's going to cry.
No, I'm not. It's just so beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
The mother in her is coming out for humanity.
Oh.
It's with everybody.
Yeah.
So we're with you, folks. We really want to share BioTouch. So go to our website, justtouch.com. Just reach out and touch someone, touch someone at work. Take these 2 fingers, and if nothing else, just touch them lightly on the arm.
Lightly.
Yeah,
like you're not alone.
You're
Somebody's
not alone.
Here. And I'll just, at the end, I just want to say when we started talking about this full moon today, it's in the an energy of love, divine heart, and divine will, and touch somebody with BioTouch and share with somebody your divine heart. Touch somebody today.
There you go.
Yeah.
We are so glad to be with you.
With you, yeah.
And thanks, Bev.
Thank you, Paul.
And we'll see you all next week.
Have a glorious week.